Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Heels, Lipstick. How are you? Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Hey, Lee Pepper. Hey, are you okay? Hey, see your future? Child, I've been fighting for the last 2 damn days, y'all. It's some bullshit. Why everybody want to be against me? What's going on? The last time was just a few minutes ago over there at Lemons. Over there, I'm just chilling out and stuff and on the panel and wasn't expecting anything. And I seen D Spot had put in the chat, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. Something about YouTube cameras, have I addressed her yet or whatever. And I said, yeah, I addressed her already. I didn't know she was still talking that bullshit until tonight. So we're gonna talk about that. And the name I named this video, ooh child. When picking the wrong side goes wrong. Okay. Pizza picked the wrong side. She chose YouTube cameras over me, which I don't give a fuck. Trish got up there and was asking me things about Eve. And Eve is Donald Goins, his ex, or I don't know if they still together, but I'm assuming they exes. Asking me questions about her, and I was telling her, why don't you go ask Eve? I don't, why would you be asking me that? And I say, I'm her moderator, but I don't know whatever happened with you and Eve ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. And so I had to get on her head before I got on YouTube camera's head. And when Pizza, she read ODS's message to me in the chat. ODS message. So when she asked me, why come have you replied to YouTube cameras yet? I said, I made a video on her already. When the shit first happened between me and her, I ain't said nothing else about the hoe. But if you want to ask questions about it, go over there and watch my damn video. I said, because she started with me. I didn't start with her. Which somebody, which I'm going to tell you who, K-Fit put it on her wall that I was talking shit about YouTube cameras. I didn't know that, but see, that's how dirty these motherfuckers is over here. Okay? They be doing that slick shit on you. You know what I'm saying? They hate Paulette. They do people I ain't never had no trouble out of be doing all this and doing all that. So K-Fit said in the chat, because when I read it, then K-Fit said, I didn't put your name in it. But I'm sure, I don't know what exactly she put, but I'm assuming that she put that somebody was over there at Lemons discussing her without putting my name in it. I don't know, and I really don't care. But like I told K-Fit, baby, I ain't going to drag you because you like to go to the police and you like to be in court, and I ain't going to be doing that with you. I'm not going back and forth with her because I don't feel like going to court. I don't feel like dealing with no damn police. Okay? I don't feel like having to fight King Roman, because y'all know he always jump in her shit. I don't feel like that. I got enough people shooting at me already out here on my journey through the beef sector and the Mo3 sector and the other sectors I'm in. I don't come on here whining like no hoe when people come against me. It's people that go against me all the time and I don't even talk about on my lives because they ain't worth it. But when they try to clown on me, that's when I have a problem. And that's when I will go live and address my situation. Okay? Because people are really slick and stuff. And like I said, K-Fit, honey, I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't finna go back and forth with you, even though you did get up in my business. I ain't going in on you. I don't feel like fighting you, King Roman crew, and all of that kind of bullshit. And then I be the one that y'all call the police on, and I be the one that y'all put in trouble. You want to go to court and shit? I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And I told her that on Lemon's panel. You know, I speak English very well. And I say, K-Fit, honey, I ain't finna fight you. I ain't got no problem with you. And she said, I take people to court regarding my son. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't finna go to court with that hoe for no reason at all. But see, evidently she don't like me because she wanna put shit on her community wall. Didn't nobody else do it. So I guess she got a problem with it. And I guess she chose YouTube cameras over me, just like Ken Nola News. He come up there lying like I was talking about Lemon in Twitch. Which I've never said anything to Lemon on any of these panels. Now I talk shit about Lemon on my live. You know, I talk that shit about him on my live when he doing some shit I don't like. And that's my goddamn right. And we got a problem with it. Unmod me, block me, and be going about your business. It ain't no big deal. Well, in the meantime, y'all, YouTube cameras went live. And she let me have it. She let Sassy have it. And why the hell she let giving it all like that and all like this and that to Sassy? I don't have a clue. I ain't in their business. But I kept putting in the chat, Sassy ain't got a goddamn thing that went on tonight. Period. Sassy ain't got nothing to do with this. This between me, you, two cameras, evidently Ken Nola News, and Trish. They jumped their black asses in it. So I'm up there fighting them two hoes. Plus, other people putting their little input in. Pizarro, everything she going against me for YouTube cameras. And like I said, but that's typical beef sector. They do that to me. I don't give a fuck. You believe them over me. I don't give a damn. I don't ask y'all to get in my business. But oh well, we here now. And Pizarro, everything that you went against me over there on that live, because I'm saying you went against me because you had input on the panel that I was on. You said you didn't believe YouTube cameras gave DG no money. And girl, she was on live and said she did give him money. But you didn't believe me. But oh well, I don't give a fuck. And I don't give a fuck about them people in Lemon Chat not believing me. Fuck them. Okay? Fuck them. With Benzone's plastic dick. Okay? Now, I ain't going to be talking about nothing except this situation that I find myself in. So, ODS, you can tell YouTube cameras that she could thank you for that ruckus that went on over there at Lemon's child. She could thank you, ODS and Pizarro. Pizarro, she could thank you for all that ruckus that went on over there at Lemon. YouTube cameras. You knew exactly where I was at. Why was you telling me to come over there to your live when I was over at Lemon discussing you? Why were you think I'm gonna go get off of Lemon Live and come over there? Hell no. Why bring your ass over here, coward. And you did the same thing you did before. You never win when you're fighting dirty hoe. You hear me? You called DG over there again to help you drag old Paulette. And that's not the first time. But it didn't go well for you. It was going well at first, but then y'all turned against each other and started cussing each other. They say y'all did that. I don't know. I didn't go to your damn live. But they say you put it on members only. Bitch ass, coward ass hoe. But they say y'all was just fighting each other over there, girl. Over there at your house. And why would he have anything to say about me concerning you when he got a woman and it ain't you? Can y'all hear me? I got kicked out. Can y'all put in the chat if you can hear me? Okay, Valerie put a one. Some kind of way I got kicked out, child. And I was then when I come back trying to get back in, I was still live, so I didn't start it over. But child, I don't know what YouTube cameras was saying over there on her live, and I don't know what DG was saying over there on her live, but people was coming into Lemon's live saying that they was over there dragging me. Okay, which ain't no big deal. But DG, why are you getting in women business? Why would you go? Oh, this is your second time, and I didn't say nothing to you about it the first time. But why you jumping over here, coming and getting up in my business? Y'all don't know how to stay in your place. That was between me and her. She started this shit out here in the YouTube streets, over there in the Mo3 sector with me. I don't get it. And when we got, she was telling the captain that Lemon's video, because he was going to strike them, which he wasn't, and I'm his mod. I knew he wasn't. I wouldn't take his material and give it to somebody else to play where they can get struck. I don't play like that. But the captain said he didn't give a damn if Lemon struck or not. He was going to play it anyway. Ken said I was lying. He didn't do that to his mama. He didn't leave his mama there. And I wanted the people over there in the Mo3 sector, since I was asked about it, and he up there cussing me out and calling me all kind of old hole and raggedy bitches and stuff. I said, I got to go. I know where I can get this goddamn proof at. Since he's saying I'm damn lying, I know I heard this shit over at Lemons. That woman, I heard his mother voice, that lady voice, and Ken's voice. So I got the timestamp and came over there and gave it to Captain. Since he's saying everything I'm lying, Captain, play this. Okay. He went against YouTube cameras. It was against me for Ken. She started this. I didn't start this shit with her. And when I dragged her ass about everything I know about her, well, then, girl, I found out some more tonight on you. And I didn't even tell you what it was. Girl. After you and DG got into it on your live, girl, then you followed DG over to his live, girl, and then you went over to Room Shakers, girl, and you called the person that I was going to talk about on my live, because y'all, I heard she was fucking Duke Pharaoh too. And she said her name was being slandered. She was saying that kind of bullshit over there at Room Shakers, you dumb asshole. I just repeated what Eve said, bitch. I repeated what Eve said tonight. I didn't know you had fooled Duke Pharaoh too, ho. Okay. And I can't help it if you didn't want people to know that you had effed DG too, ho. And y'all were laying up at the Airbnb or the motel. But I didn't say nothing about that until you got in my business over here. Over there at the Mo3 sector, when Ken was saying I was lying, you got up in my business. And that's why I cussed your ass out. Okay? And I want you to understand this very well, bitch. If it's a lie, Eve said it, ho. And you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing about it. I believe Eve over you, ho. I don't care how many times you call Duke Pharaoh. I don't give a fuck. I heard you fooked him. I heard that tonight, bitch. I didn't even know it, ho. And you got a problem with it, tramp. Go over Eve. But Eve, hey, I know you heard her laugh. And she double dog dare you to come over there to Mo 3 sector hole, stomping around over in her area, bitch. And you had to confess and come clean that you did get Donna Goins money. Pizarro, since you believed her over me, bitch. She cracked under pressure. And I wasn't coming over to Room Shaker to get on the line and fight and argue with you and DG and Trish. And Trish, turning against me again, sister, you picked the wrong side. You come up there asking me about Eve. And when Eve come up there and drug your ass, now you saying all of that was my fault. You was asking me about Eve. I didn't say nothing about Eve. All I said was, you need to ask Eve about what you want to know. Don't ask me. I'm not saying nothing about Eve. I'm her mod. I told you that. But bitch, you know I'm her mod. That's why you was asking me them stupid ass questions. And that's why Eve drug your black ass, because you was all up in her business. You dumb asshole. She drug you so bad at Lemon, you had to take a shower. And Eve, after she after she caused all that ruckus, Eve, over there at Lemons, Trish took her black ass over there at Room Shakers on YouTube camera side. YouTube cameras wind up cussing her out, child. After you cussed out, YouTube cameras cussed that dumb asshole out and put the ice on the goddamn cake. DG got a 2, child. DG wound up getting he got Trish too, y'all. But you never win when you playing dirty. You see what I'm saying? You never win when you play dirty. Why y'all want to double team and pal on me? Now Trish blaming me for her getting drugged. You got up in the business. I wasn't talking to you. You got up there in my business asking me about Eve, ho. And when Eve went live, come to find out, I just found that out tonight. The reason you mad is because Eve told DG to unmod your black ass, and he did, ho. And YouTube cameras, girl. Eve said on her live, child, you know what I'm saying? You dirty bitch. You want to hear what Eve did, what YouTube cameras that did over there in the Mo 3 sector? Some kind of way she learned about DG years ago, okay? And they got cool. But she was also cool with his woman. I think her name's Summer, child. And I guess DG was, I guess when Summer was questioning him, he would say, she probably would say, she's just my mod. You know, I guess they was talking on the phone and stuff, getting to know each other better behind his girlfriend back. And this raggedy hoe met him at that Airbnb, that ragged ass Airbnb with them fucked up color walls. So you know it was down in the, it was a down in the dump place. And he wound up, I don't know if he took the pictures of her sitting on the bed and in other places, or she took the pictures. I don't know which one I'm pictures, but the pictures leaked on YouTube. Okay. I found out tonight at Eve's that there's some new pictures running around here about on YouTube cameras. And that's why I said over there at Lemon, it's news out on you, bitch. But I had already heard that a long time ago. You know what, the whispers that be going around at the chats when you be going in them and different things being said on these goddamn panels. There are news of her out here. They are out here and they've been over in the Mo3 sector. I don't know if they're in the B sector, but I know they're in the Mo3 sector. And when people would put up the pictures that they had of her sitting on the bed and all this kind of stuff, she would threaten to strike their pages, child. And they would take it off their walls. Do you hear me? And Eve said, bitch, tonight she got the goddamn receipts. Now, why are you chasing DG? Why you have him to come over there on your live and cuss me out? Why did you do that? That's the second time you've done it, whore. I don't get nobody to help me cuss your ass out. Eve come out tonight because she heard about Trish asking me questions about you, bitch. And that's when Eve, you just got some friendly fire hoe because Eve was cussing Trish out. But your name come up in it. It is what it is. But I bet you won't say Eve no goddamn lie. Bitch, you came clean. You cracked under pressure. You said I did send him money. Cash out. But people didn't believe me, bitch. You got his car fixed, hoe. And I believe Eve. And then you come clean over there. But you also lied. People put in Lemon Chat that you said y'all slept in different rooms. And you know that's the biggest lie ever was told. You know that's the biggest lie ever told. Y'all grown. You went to see that man. You took your body to that man and he did what he wanted to you and dump you. That's not the first time that's happened. But your rotten ass, you still in touch with that man to the day. Okay? That's why he comes over there to your panel. When you get into it with different motherfuckers, and I'm included in the motherfuckers, hoe. You cause him to come over there and regulate. You still seeing him. I don't care what nobody say. Something going on with him to come running to you, your rescue. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm an old ass woman. I have seen it all. I've seen a sneaky hoe like you before. I've seen a sneaky whore like you that be friends with somebody and be up in there, hey girl. And all the time, effing your man, bitch. That's the kind of bitch you is. So I know you ain't changed. But why do something when you shame about it? Why fool these men and you get shame of them? Why fool DG and Duke Pharaoh? Bitch, you said that your name was being slandered out here in these streets. This is the first time I ever said anything about Duke Pharaoh. I just found that out tonight, bitch. Over there at Eve's house, hoe. And if you got a problem with slander, Eve said it. You know what Eve at, hoe. Don't get mad at me. And I told her, I said, I got some movie information on her. I know somebody else she fooled. I said that over at Lemon. I said, yeah, I know somebody else she fooled, but I ain't going to talk about it until I go live. But bitch, you was right over there at Room Shakers, showing out, talking about people slandering your name. I didn't say nothing about no Duke Pharaoh. You the one called him on the phone, ho. And he gonna go along with what you said because you probably still send him money. And you know he got a wife now, ho. You know he just got married, bitch. He's still in his honeymoon stage, and you calling him back this YouTube bullshitting. Why you didn't call him before now, bitch? You know it's been out there over there in that Mo3 sector about Duke. Why you just not calling him trying to correct it tonight? I didn't say Duke Pharaoh name over there at Lemons. Where you get his name from? I never said Duke Pharaoh, bitch. Somebody else got up there and said his name. But you ran your crazy, retarded, non-English speaking ass over there to Duke Pharaoh. Looking just as guilty. But you'll have some of these B-sector idiots to believe you just like they believe you didn't send DG that money until it come out your own mouth. I guess you'll have to wait. We'll have to wait to see when you come clean about Duke Pharaoh. Ho. You a dumbass bitch. But like I said, ho, you started with me. Ken Nola started with me. Me and him been feuding for years. I ain't fucked up about him. But like I said, all that threatening and shit you doing, nigga, I'm a hop, skip, and jump from you. And I told you that several times. And like I said, if that woman way from Colorado can find you and your mama and your sister job, what do you think I can do? What do you think I can do? She was an older woman too. But you ain't gonna keep threatening me, nigga. You gonna quit lying on me, bitch. You gonna quit. I don't give a fuck how mad you is. You been hiding out from the Mo3 sector since when I slapped that damn lemon live down on you. You dumb bitch. Why not say, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I talked about her grandkids and all of that. Eve said it's news out of YouTube cameras. Okay? And I believe Eve. Because I've heard there was news out a couple of years ago. I ain't seen none of this kind of shit. Okay? I have not been in a live where they put it on the screen yet. Because you know they do that kind of bullshit over there in the Mo3 sector. Y'all, now I said I wasn't going to talk about nothing else, but I'm going to say this here shit. Because there's some ragged ass hoes on here that'll do anything for these men attention. Okay? It's some raggedy bitches on here, okay? They since I was over there at Captain's the other night, y'all. Now I heard about Woo sending her pussy pics out. And I also heard that she had sent a video live out to a man playing with herself. And I also heard that she had white fingernail polish on in these alleged video and the alleged pictures. Child, I was over there at the Captain. I started to go live when I seen this shit. Girl, I was over there on his live, and you know how you could when you've been on YouTube a long time, you just gotta kind of go, you know, you can see something and you actually don't see it, or you can see something and you wonder what the fuck it is. Child, I'm sitting over there on, laying across my bed watching YouTube like I do normally. Woo come up there on Captain's panel and was saying that the pictures that he been sending out around here on YouTube and these video is AI. She said that's not her thing they showing. Okay? And she been sending, since that been going on, she been sending other people's pictures of what her hoo-ha look right now. Okay? Now I'm sitting here just watching the bitch do it. Well, child, when she was up there on the Captain panel, y'all, he put a video up of her playing in her ussy. Shit. That video he had sent her playing with herself. Y'all, he put that shit up on the screen, and I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at first. I couldn't place what it was, but when I seen white fingernail polish and where the fingers was going, I fainted. I fainted 50, 11 times. You hear me? It messed me up so bad. I got the hell out of there, and I seen Broadway was live, and I went over there trying to tell him about it, but I was laughing so hard and I was in shock. And the captain was, Broadway acting like I didn't see nothing. Y'all, he put it on. It was on YouTube and it was also on Twitch. Now he pulled it off of YouTube, but he thought he let it rock and roll over there in Twitch, but they suspended his account for 24 hours. He couldn't go live on Twitch. That was a punishment. But y'all, he had that thing up there and she was digging in as hard as she could. That was the biggest, blackest, pink tunnel that I've ever seen in my life. And Woo, you need to quit that. You need to quit sending videos, and you need to quit taking pictures of yourself downstairs. You need to quit being backstage with your legs open for these men. You need to quit all of that stuff. You are too old for that. Them days are over for you. If you want to be on a magazine or something, you're too old. They wouldn't take you. And from what I seen on that screen, you don't need to be sending me in that down there. But it was black, it was big, and it was pink, and the hole was big. I ain't seen Woo since that, y'all. And she was in such shock when he put that up there. She said that she was gonna strike him, and she left on it. And I ain't seen how to her a Woo, but this happened like about 5 days ago. Y'all, it messed me up. Okay, I've heard about that. But honey, I seen it. Captain put that shit up there on that screen, and he had this shit up on that screen. They say now I had left him ran. I had ran over the Broadways. I was discombobulated. Okay, but they said he played it over and over and over, y'all. And y'all, they said he played it over and over and over, y'all. Y'all, ladies, be careful on sending stuff like that to men. You see, he see it over and over. The stuff get exposed on here. And you don't want that around everywhere. That's private. And if you're gonna want to do that, why not open an OnlyFans? Why not get paid for it? Why? Since you say you like people looking at it. Lord Jesus, help me, Jesus. Let me speak to some people. Hey, OC girl. Hey, it's Toya, baby. Hey, Beans Bop, baby. Y'all, Trish got drugged. She got drugged all over the beef sector. Hey, Eve. Eve tore her ass up, child. They say Donald Gordon's got her, but I wasn't there for that. And they say Room Shaker was sending for me to come over there, but I wasn't getting ambushed over there. They already had been dragging me. They drugged me over at YouTube cameras. And people that don't like me got up on that panel too. And like I said, you're cowards. Y'all knew exactly where I was at. But you piled up over there at YouTube cameras. And Dory, I don't know what your donkey face ass was in this shit for. And I'm going to drag your ass too, you horse. Swamp donkey. They say she was over there dragging me, DG, and I don't know, Ghetto. I don't know who else. But see, that's how people do. You know, when some of these channel holders, when they go live, you know, a person to get up there disgruntled talking about somebody, then everybody that don't like this said person get up there and you know, and drag you. That is so punk. That is so weak. I don't like that, but okay, I see. Hey, I don't went with the best of them. But Trish, you picked the wrong side again. You thought you picked the winning side. You have done this to me before. You did it with Shakim. You picked him. He wasn't B sector, just like YouTube cameras not B sector. And you get pie on your face every time. But Trish, you got it worse than anybody in the history of YouTube. Over here in the B sector, you was going at me against YouTube camera. She drug your black ass. You was going against me for DG. He drug your goddamn black ass. And Eve drug your black ass. You had a rough night, sister. But I guess you now, and like I said, now she blaming me, talking about I set her up. I didn't set her up. She came up there to jump on me at Lemon. Now how you gonna turn around and say, did I set you up? And say she gonna give me, but I don't give a fuck. I done drug you before too, and you know I don't fucking speak to you. Cause like I said, it's up and it's stuck, and I don't give a fuck. Okay, Trish. Since you want it, let's go. Let's go. Since you want it, okay. But I suggest you leave me alone. I ain't have another damn thing to you. You turn against me for Shakim first, and I ain't fuck with your sin. And now you on YouTube camera side, but you ain't on her side anymore because she kicked you to the curb, just like DG kicked you to the curb. You got drug all over the B sector by DG, Eve, and YouTube cameras, all in one fucking night. Okay? And Ken Nola, I'm still waiting for you to go over there on that Twitch. And I want you to get that motherfucking live where you said I was dragging Lemon. Talking about him bad, bitch. Go get it. I bet you don't. It don't exist, you lying, raggedy ass, scary ass hoe, coward ass bitch. Talking about he gonna dox my granddaughters. You can dox them. I got some. They angels, bitch. They educated angels, hoe. I thought you knew that. I don't come over here lying. Hey, like you lying like that little girl yours. You a stepdaddy, nigga. You shooting blanks, hoe. Your sperm count ain't high enough to make a baby. You see what I'm saying? You had to be sick to believe in all these years that you was raising that child. You took it from her mama. When the mama right there in the house with you, bitch. You a liar. You're dirty and low down, and we all know it in the B sector. Mo 3 sector know it now. In the street sector, whatever fuck that sector them people at, I don't go over there because I don't get it, and I don't want to get involved in that sector. But that sector that he from now, you know, I don't know nothing about them people. I have tried to listen to them every once in a while, and then sometimes when they get on panels, when one get up there on the panel, then here come about 5 or 6 of them, and I can't keep up with what they talking about. You know, like and the same thing go with Drip them. I don't know their story. I don't want to know it because it's foolishness to me, and I refuse to participate. Them people, they comes like you one get on the panel, they'll come a herd of them. You know, I ain't got time for that. Me can't be bothered. Okay. But I think that people ought to fight for their goddamn self. You don't need to be getting out here jumping in nobody's business, jumping in no fight because you don't know what the fight is about. You know, and some people just jump in it to jump in it, like Trish did tonight. You know, we see that a lot on YouTube. I I didn't want to mix this with when I go live. You know, I just did this live because I just wanted to let y'all know what happened with me tonight. You know, but it ain't the first time something like this done happen. You know, I've been dogged on before, but like I said, I was not hitting room shaker panel so they could all come over there and fucking jump on me. I did not. I ain't got time for that. I done been over there in Lemons fighting for my life, and I didn't feel like going over the room shakers for that same shit. You know what I'm saying? The cowards would not come to Lemon panel. They knew exactly where I was at. Ken Nola and Trish are the only two that came up there to challenge me, and that's it, and that's all. You know, they clout chase, they peons, okay. But you know, and I told Trish to her face on the panel, bitch, you picked the wrong side. Bitch, you want to jump on panels up on YouTube cameras and on room shakers, and you got destroyed, ho. It got destroyed on a lemon panel. Bitch, you got destroyed everywhere you went. And Dory, I'm on your head from now on because you got up in my business tonight. You picked a side. Me can't be bothered with you. It's up and it's stuck, okay? So don't try to lie like you didn't say nothing about me and all of that. I believe the people that came up in Lemon's chat and let me know that you had a lot to say about me over there. You was clout chasing. Me can't be bothered with you anymore. You the bottom of the barrel of the beef sector anyway. You know, you the bottom of the barrel. And you been the bottom of the barrel. People tolerate you. When you leave, we don't even know you gone, ho. And the baby line that you trying to go with now, everybody know you can't have no babies. You can shoot up in there with a cannon, you still ain't gonna, it ain't gonna stick, okay? You ragged ass hoe. So don't nobody care about your storyline. Cause we did that fake pregnancy shit already in the B sector, and it's not gonna ride again. Okay? It really didn't ride the first time when it was done. You know, people could tell when you lie. Okay? And it's been done before. So you full of shit. You are the biggest ass liar that's on here lying like you be in London and all that kind of bullshit. And talking about you took your dog over there, ho, but you know they quarantine animals. When you go to these foreign countries, your animal get quarantined about 30 days, okay? But allegedly she's all over there in London and her dog, I guess, is a unicorn dog because they didn't put it in wherever they put the dogs at where you fly to these other countries and stuff or take your animal into other countries. A lot, you can't do that. You know, they're going to take your animal from you, you know, and put it up for about 30 days. I guess they checking for rabies and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they be doing with them cats and dogs and goats and ducks and all that kind of shit. Okay. But magically, she supposed to have had her animal over there. But I don't believe you ever been over there. You got some some AI pictures and you were standing in front of buildings and shit, which is dumb ass shit. Like Nova did that time. He was at I think it was Kanye West, but I think it was his concert. Yeah, that was the first worst picture I ever seen. We knew Noble, do better. Stop lying and be acting like you got it like that when you don't. You too weakly and you too sick to have it like that, baby. Stop it. Let me look at the people. I remember YouTube camera was cash apping everyone in my sector. Listen to people. And see, that's what they were saying tonight over there at Lemons, that she be going to these different sectors and cash apping people. And like I said, the way I found out that her and DG, that lady he got kids with, I don't know if he got one or more, but she was that woman's friend. But then she turned around and effed him. And see, she didn't want that to touch her. In the Mo3 sector, where people would really talk about it, like voice their opinions, she was kind of able to keep that under wraps pretty good. But tonight, everything come out, child. Okay. Well, I've been knowing this shit about her for years, but I didn't know as much as I knew tonight when Eve started talking. Okay. I only go when I hear Eve say something. Like I was at Captain's that night when she made her get out the chat. Told her, don't bring your ass back over here. And I dare you to throw some of them rolling eyes. When she rolled her eyes, put that emoji in the chat. She dared her to do it again, and that bitch wouldn't do it. And she told her to get the fuck out from over there, and she did. Okay? And Eve told her, now you can hit this link. And of course she didn't, because she's a coward. She's a sneaky ass whore. And Bizarro, why you calling her a hoe? I said, now do I get in your business when you calling people out their name? Why the fuck is you in mine? Why you asking me questions while I'm dragging? See, that slow down when people do you like that. To me, when you dragging, it's no time people to ask you fucking questions. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And Bizarro, I told you that too. I told you, what the fuck is you asking me these goddamn questions? If I want to say she a hoe, I'm gonna say she a hoe. Anybody gonna do about it? What the fuck anybody gonna do about it? Just cause the B sector thinks she ain't no hoe. She's a hoe. She a sneaky hoe. And that's it. That's all. And why you shame of it? You did it. You let him take pictures of you in that room. You was over there on your lab line like y'all had separate rooms, which is the biggest lie you could have ever told. You may as well say, yeah, I did it. You should have said that over in the Mo3 sector years ago. Yep, we did it. But you want to lie and lie and lie. And honey, you busted yourself all the way out when you called Duke. You just proved how you be calling these men to come out here on the YouTube streets for you, ho. Just like DG, that ain't the first time he come at me over you tonight. Was not the first time. He's done it before when I was over there dragging. And she called herself, put a lab up dragging me. And she had DG over there that night dragging me. Why would he come over here and talk against me? Why? This is woman business. What any men got any business in it for? What Ken Nola got anything to do with this? He ain't got nothing to do with this. DG ain't got nothing to do with this. He even tried to come up on Lemon Panel and attack me tonight. It didn't work. Lemon wasn't going to allow that shit. Lemon wasn't going to allow him to do me like that. That's one thing I can say. Lemon comes and gangbang with me. When I'm over in the Mo3 sector and he hears somebody over there fucking with me, Lemon hits that goddamn chat and let me know he's there, and then he hits the goddamn panel when I tell him to come up there. Now I know that's one nigga that got my back, but I don't ask him to have my back. But he will, because he's done it. He's I was into it yesterday over in the Mo3 sector. Lemon didn't have to come over there. I was handling my own business. It happened to be with Ghetto, with his lying ass. He called himself gonna come over to the Mo3 sector because he got drugged at Pizarro. Early in the day, Room Shaker drugged the hell out of him. And he had told Room Shaker he was gonna come over, handle her over in the Mo3 sector. Well, as soon as Mahia went live, he Room Shaker beat him to it. Room Shaker hit Mahia Panel first, and then he came up there. I hit it. I hit it next, and then he came up there. I mean, Room Shaker drug his ass till she got tired and left. And he kept coming up on the panel, and I kept right on dragging him. And he was saying, "God damn, I was just trolling you, Paulette." I said, "That's what I'm doing. You can't take what I'm doing, nigga. You say you a big old troll? You a big pussy, and you a crybaby. You cry like a hoe. And you know what? I can't wait to see you break." And you said I was, but I called this woman a beard. And he said I was being very disrespectful in the chat when I was calling her a beard. She is a beard. And I hit that panel and told you I'll disrespect that hoe anytime I want to. I don't know her. You tried to fall out with Lemon over not protecting that hoe. I don't know that bitch. And like I told you, Tulsa got a dick just like you do. And you can't handle it. You can't handle your business. You got mad at Lemon because you thought Lemon was supposed to protect your hoe when you bought your hoe on the board. She fair game. You should have handled Tulsa. Lemon should have to handle her. That's stupid. You're not a man. You're a beard, like I said. That girl is a beard for you. She's a cover. You raggedy ass whore. And you know what? You got so out your body that you done fucked around and fell out with Lemon since I was over there at my house dragging your black ass. Now, I had heard it through the grapevine over there in the Mo 3 sector that you and Lemon had fell out. But see, I missed that because I wasn't really over here in the beef sector. I was coming over here peeping to keep an eye on you every once in a while. Because when I jumped down on your head, you know, when I put both my thighs on your head with no panties on, that's when you know it's the end, ho. I be up in them clouds waiting on you to say something I really, really, really don't like. And I'm going to jump down on your head with all this ass, naked ass, and pussy all around your head. And ain't nothing you and nobody else can do about it, bitch. Because you started with me. And I'm going to drag you anytime I want. I've told you that. They go for you, Ken, YouTube cameras. Because I don't make up. I ain't going to. I mean everything I'm saying. I would never apologize to you bitches. Never. And I ain't scared of none of you hoes. And mount up like y'all been doing, hoes. Okay? Mount up, bitches. Yeah, honey. Bizarro, you went against me. You said YouTube cameras didn't send Donna Goins no money, bitch. But she came clean. You was up there on them. I don't believe she did that. And I said, Eve, you hear her? She don't believe it. See that I wasn't saying nothing about you. Well, Eve said it. And I said it. But you don't believe, you said that you don't believe that YouTube cameras gave that man no money. And she wound up saying she did, you dumb asshole. You picked the wrong side, Pizarro. But you pick any side against me, you always have. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you, Benzone. 2Ps even tried to have something in the chat, say something in the chat, and I drug her ass real quick and she left. Scary ass hoe. Like I told her, she a sneaky ass liar. And I will continue to say that until the day I die. Hey, Sarah Vaughn. Hey, sassy girl. You ain't in no meeting. Hey, Vibrant. You ain't in. Sassy, they called your name up in this bush shiggity. They say the YouTube camera was over there clowning and dragging you, girl. Now, I don't know if somebody put it on their community wall. I don't know what the hell going on. I kept putting in Lemon chat. Sassy ain't got shit to do with this. But they wasn't believing me, I guess. But I said you didn't have no part of this. I don't know why YouTube cameras. Somebody told her something, but I don't know who, and I don't care. But Ceci will have no part of me and YouTube cameras being into it. Nothing. I don't discuss that kind of stuff. I made a live about it when we got into it, but that's all shit. Hell. But from now on I drag her whenever I feel like it. I try to give her a break. Okay. I try to give her a break. I'm trying to fall asleep. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna mess with you, Sassy. Hey, OG Beauty. Child. Ooh, child. These folks is clowning. And child, Mad Max, because they kept saying her name in the chat. And she hit that damn panel and agreed with what was said about me and Octavius was up there saying. Because there was some fools up there saying, no, no. And the Mad Max got up there and said we was telling the goddamn truth. And Mad Max don't care for me. Okay. But she came up there and told the damn truth. You ain't got to be my friend. You ain't got to be my enemy. Just tell the truth. And Mad Max got up there and told the goddamn truth. That YouTube cameras didn't want nobody to really know they had messed around. And they say that she got on to DG on one of the panels tonight. They say she went over to his panel and they discussed it about the pictures and stuff. Whatever pics, okay? Now, I know I seen a picture with her sitting on a bed. And then I seen another picture. It was a couple of pictures that were on people community walls. I remember them, but I don't remember. I have never seen a nude of her. And I ain't seen that. But it was out in the YouTube sphere that it was news out on her. And I heard this years ago. I never talked about it because I don't know. Eve says she got news out here in sectors, not just one. She put an S on it on her live tonight. And I believe Eve. And they say she was grilling Donald Goins about them pictures getting exposed. They say she was doing that tonight. She did it over on his panel and she did it over there at Room Shaker. They say that she was asking him how the pictures got leaked, I guess. I don't know. But she knows some pictures was taken of her. Because like I said, the one she was sitting on the bed, it was like the camera was in her face. It showed her face, front facial. But as far as the news, I've never seen no news, but I've heard that she got some news out there. And that tonight wasn't the first night I heard it through Eve. No. I heard that before, but like Duke Pharaoh, I didn't know that till tonight. I did not know that. And when I heard about it, I said on Glimmer Panel, I got some more. I know somebody else shooting folks. I was saying that, y'all. And then she gonna run her black ass over there, YouTube, over there at Rule Shakers, and said if she was being slandered. I didn't say that who she had oof that she had fooked beside DG. And see, that was before Eve time. When her and DG was hooked up, that was before Eve time. It ain't got nothing to do with Eve. Eve said that was before her time, and I believe her. And she said that DG was her moderator, and that she was friends with the lady that he have a child by. I don't know if he got more than one, but he got one, I know. And she was her friend. And she wound up fooking him on, while they was cool. And I believe Eve over her. Okay, and it is what it is. You may as well come clean on that too, child. Cause you know what? I'm gonna tell you this here, YouTube camera. Those pictures, if it's some news out there, which I believe, Eve, somebody's gonna drop that shit. Since your name is hot out there in the streets right now, you wanted content. I'm giving you content. Okay, you wanted content, so you got spotlight, girl. I gave it to you. You win, ho. I didn't have to go get nobody though, bitch. Hey, Sarah Bond. A question went from here. Girl, didn't that shit go? Didn't that shit go crazy? This shit went crazy over there. It cause a question that all this started tonight was cause ODS put the question in the chat, and then like I said, I seen it, but I wouldn't say nothing. But Pizarro ass sitting up on that panel and be reading the chat, and she read that. And it went from there. And then somebody went over there and put a K-Fit went and put it on her wall. And then YouTube cameras hit that goddamn live. And DG wound up going over there. And they was dragging me. Oh, some bullshit in here. And Eve told her ass up. Eve told her ass up, and she told Trish ass up tonight. And Trish say she had got her ass kicked all over YouTube. She was up there on Limit Panel. She said that she got her ass kicked all over YouTube. That's how I found that YouTube cameras turned against her. Now I knew about Donald Goins. Had some things to say, but honey, he told her ass up over there at Room Shakers. That was after she had got beat by Eve, and she took her shower. That was after that, child. She had to get in a cold shower, child. She had to drink a jug of ice water. Ooh, child. Somebody asked Miss Paulette the question about YouTube camera, and it popped off. Yeah. Because I said I meant what I said, and I'll say it again. I did say that. But she the one went live cussing and shit. But I'm gonna say it till I die. She started with me when I was trying to prove a point about Ken on the news. She got up in the business, so I went live on her after that. Okay. And now everybody's into it. And I'm loving it. I love this shit. OG Beauty say I seen somebody blaming Lemon and he wasn't there. He was gone. Yeah, he was, they blame him every time something that the person you don't like, that when they on the other person's side, like, when before the shit popped off about me and YouTube cameras, they were up there telling Lemon was wrong, that he drug Ghetto, and he evidently he got on him and Audio are into it now. They was up there trying to tell Lemon to apologize, and he was wrong. And no, why people doing that? And then Lemon started going off after he got tired of hearing it, because I was telling Lemon, you ain't got to apologize. Fuck him. I was saying stuff like that, kind of low. And then he was getting madder and madder. He was hollering and screaming, child. And I was telling, do it, Lemon. You ain't no punk. You a man. You don't owe you MFers nothing, Lemon. Let's go. And he was going off. Hey, Sincere. Yeah, child. I don't know what happened. I got kicked out earlier, child. Hey, watching from Cloud Nine. Ooh, child. I love when I realize CC's have blocked me. Child, ain't that something? They sensitive. Yeah, they sensitive. And they like, I tell you another thing they didn't do. Now, this is, I learned about Ness years ago. When Ness get mad at like a content creator, she'll block everybody in their chat. I mean, she just blocked. Like when her and Tracy got into it, that's how I found out one time years ago. She blocked everybody, all the pieces. She blocked us. Some, and then when they would make back up, she would unblock some of us and not unblock some of us. We didn't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But she's one that do that. She's the one that'll sit up on the panel, and if you go against what she say or get up there and drag her, she'll block you. And then she'll attack. And if you're on a panel, she'll come up there with her loud mic and screaming and shit at you, and then she'll drop down. She drops down before the person get to respond. But yeah, I got my life over there. Pizarro's last week. She got up there with that bullshit, and Brian grabbed a hold of her. You know, he couldn't grab her edges because she ain't got none. He grabbed her by her two ears, and he drugged that bitch all over the beef sector, okay? I'm going to talk about that when I go live because I had made some notes about it, child. They was talking that shit, honey. Brian was talking that shit over there. And this mic, I don't know what happened to her mic because y'all know she got, her mic be micing, but her mic wasn't micing. And Brian tore her ass up. And he did it for so long. And when she came back, he was there for a few minutes and he just gracefully uh, exit stage left or stage right. He made a graceful exit. Okay. I mean, just smooth exit off that pound. I loved it. She was madder than a damn wet hen. Do you hear me? I'll tell you somebody else that'll block people like that is Theo. But Theo like to block people out her at the chat or people that have said something about her in the YouTube sphere. But then she'll get on the panel and she could see the people that she's blocked and she talks shit to them. Okay? So if she ever do you like that, when you get up on the panel, if you have to confront her, say, bitch, you unblocked me. Bitch, you done blocked me. Why are you getting up on that panel coming at me, ho? You know, go at her like that. Okay? Hey, Lee Pepper. That's how I fight. You know, with certain ones, when I know what you do, I know how to fight you. Or if you have jumped me several times out here, you know, when I'm in the chat and you on the panel and I get drug into shit, I know how you fight. You know, I just lay back a little and just watch you as you move around these different lives. And I just watch what you do, how you fight. Or are you only fighting me like this? Or are you fighting others like this? And I know what to say. That's how I know what to say to a lot of people. I listen closely when I'm in the lives. The people that don't care for me, you know, and let me know they don't care for me, I watch, you know, and see their emotion. So when I do have to, you know, confront them, when I have to confront them on a panel, I got something to shoot back at you already. You know, a lot of people get caught off guard, like if you knew the hidden panels and shit, or you sitting in the chat and somebody's messing with you. You just have to watch them, watch how they move and how they typing and shit in the chat. The things they say at you, because you could turn it around and use the same thing on them, and that kill them, girl. That kill them dead, honey. I like to spray them with their own shit. But when you've been around YouTube as long as I have, you'll learn how to move. You'll learn if know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Or hey, I don't think I can handle that one, but I think I can handle everybody on here. But when they use a real aggressive person, you got to come back, got to come at them real aggressive, more aggressive than they come at you. Because most of these people is cowards. They run in packs and shit. Okay. And I don't make the people that I like, I don't expect them to come up and save me. If you do, okay, but I'll get out there and swing for you too. But normally I don't. People don't come to my aid. I be out here just fighting for my life, child. And I don't ask for people to help me. Paulette, she's complaining to him about the things being talked about today that occurred actually 3 or 4 years ago. That's why I know. Sincere, she have no business putting no man in our business. This between me and her dragon. This dragon is me and her. It's not me, her, and DG. Well, if she want to, like I said, if she got it like that with that nigga, that's her. But I'm gonna drag him right along with her. He's not gonna drag me like that. I'm not gonna allow it. If he want to drag, let's drag. He ain't the only one that can drag. He got some people scared of him out here, but I'm not scared of DG. I'm not scared of him. You say Cam is another bozo. Yep. Hell, I've been fighting and been, this ain't nothing new. But I know there's some weak bitches out here. You weak when you have to get somebody else on your panel to drag me. You are weak. And if I'm up here talking about you, you should be man and woman enough to come wherever I'm at and drag me. Why are you scared to come hit the panel? If you got a problem with what I'm saying, you ain't got to call nobody. Come on this panel where I'm at. Don't go live and expect me to come to the gates of hell. Come to the mutual. Come to the mutual ground. Wasn't nobody gonna come up there and attack you. Didn't nobody come up there and attack Trish? When Trish was messing with me. I didn't know Trish and YouTube cameras were close like that. But she showed me tonight that they was that close. And she was messing with Eve because Eve had told Donna Goins to take her wrench. I didn't know that until I went to Eve live. Later, that's how I found out. I didn't know that. I don't see everything out here. I know about a lot of stuff with Eve because I be over on her channel and she be's at places I be out at over in the Mo 3 sector. She very vocal when she hit the panels. And I listen to her. Just like I listen to other people on the panel. But I don't be lying. But they let the beef set tell it. I lie. Now, if you lie on me, I'm going to lie on you. Hey, Bloop. Yeah, you lie on me, I'm going to lie on you. But like I said, 88 is disgusting. She's a dirty. It's only for the real life. Remember, I told you first. What, peoples? Ooh, child. Duke wanted a cash out to slide through to room shakers to clear up the narrative about them being together. What? But you know, Duke have always been like that. You know. Now whether he'll go live on his live and discuss it, I don't know. Um, I know that if he have any ammunition to use against you, if you go against him, if y'all bump heads out there in the streets, he's gonna disclose it on his live. I've seen him do that before several times. That some people that he have been cool with, when they're not cool no more, he exposed shit on. You know, he'll do a live and just expose some shit we didn't know nothing about. You know, that's between him and other people. So YouTube camera, let's just hope that you ain't got nothing out there concerning that man. Because if you piss him off, he gonna do something about it. And I do, you know that just like I do. Hey, Miami Popo. Hey, lovely life. Yeah, he gonna, like I said, that. But the guys do that on over there in the Mo3 sector. They expose. It's a lot of exposing be done. You know, text messages put out and stuff like that. There's a lot of that, but it's a lot of that in all the sectors and stuff. You know, it really is, and you have to be careful. See, that's why I don't talk to nobody on here, like on the phone. I don't text nobody on here. I don't email. I don't do none of that shit. Okay. Nope. If it's I got to get it like that, I don't want it. I like to be in my own lane. Yeah, she cracked under pressure, E. She cracked under pressure, girl, and told that she was cash apping him, girl. And then they asked, why? How you know that? What call out was that? I don't know what the fuck call out it was, bitch. You know, I just said repeating what I heard, bitch. You go ask her. She the one sent the damn money, bitch. Why you asking me, bitch? Bitch, why you asking me? Was she the one sent the cash? Go ask her. She sent the cash out, out. Oh, I'm tickled. Sassy, yep. Who I just be. Child. Sassy, they been after you, though. They been on your head, girl. E say I'm funny. Child. And E, why when people put this shit out on YouTube, then they want to bag away from it? What did you do it on here for? I don't get it. If you did it, why you shame? Hey, Israel, if you did it, why you shame? If you did it on YouTube in front of everybody and then deny it. Lee Pepper, they be doing stuff on here and then get mad when you say something about it. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life, y'all. Yeah, they been after Sassy Pants lately. But honey, I wouldn't worry about them Sassy. You know, forget them. The Goddess Queen, Tulsa, I ain't gonna do my commentary on what I've been seeing out here in the streets tonight. I just did a few little things, but maybe I'll go live tomorrow and talk about the stuff I've seen since we went live last time. I'm gonna have to catch up on a lot of the beef sector stuff because the Mo3 beef sector, been on fire. Okay. And Chad Mahia did a 14-hour live yesterday, and it was good. Um, him and Broadway, they be in Captain, they do long lives. I mean, long lives. And some of them be so good you don't even want to go to the bathroom. You know, it just be popping, popping, popping. And DG had been doing good over there. His story's been to me been really good. Cause honey, him and 10 toes down, child, they been over there acting a fool, child. I wish they stopped beating it up and shit. Cause I'm scared somebody gonna get hurt, child. 10 toes down had a hammer, child. That's why I named that other video Stop. Hammer time, child. DG say you got one good throw with that. And when you do that, I'm gonna kick your ass. They took me on a slow speed chase and all of that. It was so exciting, y'all. DG did the damn thing for a couple of days over there last week. He did it good. And I hope that this little friction between he and I don't go any further. Cause I like DG as a content creator, you know. But even if it do go haywire, I'm still gonna watch him, you know, cause he do good shows. You know, I'm not gonna take that from him. Hey, Hope Love. And I missed Kwani Live. I missed a lot of the beef sector live because I've been hanging in the Mo3 sectors so much. I went back last night to watch Lemon live, but it was gone. I've noticed a couple of his lives when I go to watch them the next day or 2 days later, they're not there. So I know it'd be something bullshitting that went down and I missed it. And I try to have my ear out in the streets. And I'm thinking the bullshitting with audio and ghetto and all of that, that live, it ain't up. And I wish I could have seen it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Eve can drag, and she ain't even got to know you to drag the hell out of you. And that's why I like to hear her drag. Because, honey, she shoot off the dome. Hey, Dollar General. Still got the pic of him and YouTube camera in the hotel room. What? Dollar General, that's Dollar General. I don't know what pictures you got, but like I said, I seen her sitting on a goddamn bed, and I seen another picture of her, but I just can't remember. Like the focal point, it's not in my mind. It's not clicking. I know I seen at least 2 pictures of her when she went to the, to meet up with him. I did see some pictures, and it was more than one. And throughout the years, every once in a while they pop up. Some of them pop up on people community wall, and then when she hear about it, then she be saying she gonna strike them. Or if they show them on their live, she say she'll strike that live. Now DG came over to Lemons and said he was gonna strike Lemon tonight. I don't understand why he would strike him. He wasn't the biggest name of the, we wasn't focused really on DG. My focus was on YouTube camera. And Trish, but I really didn't want to have her in this. But since she jumped in it, she in it now. That's all I can say about it. DG said, let me see what they say. DJ said today they never met. Well, why did she go to his live and they talk about it over there? Allegedly, he took it down. And then they say they went over to Room Shakers. They went from YouTube cameras to the DG's channel to Room Shaker channel. Yeah, and like I said, it come out verified out of her own mouth that she did send money to DG. Okay. Oh, it's some pictures outside the motel. Now, to my mind, I don't remember in my mind seeing everything I seen was indoors. I didn't see nothing outside at all. See, I didn't know there was no pictures floating around of the motel outside. I never knew that till right then. I never knew that. Peoples, shut your mouth. She been over in your sector too. But you know what? Eve was saying she a YouTube hoe. Eve was saying that on her live. Honey, she's sneaky. She's sneaky. She want to be like a good girl, and you not. You man crazy girl. Child, I don't even know what sector you are in, peoples. Let me see. Ooh, child. Sincere was asking people, say what? They say there's news out of her. So that's not true. Duke got married. Yeah, Duke got married. He seemed happy with this, with his spouse. He have come way down. He don't be as hype as he used to be. And he seemed like he happy. The videos I've seen of them together, he seemed happy. YouTube camera started in my sector, which is the dirty set. Okay. Out of New York City. Once she got exposed, she went to the South sector. What? I don't even know what the South sector is. Do you see? I knew she was in the black sector. Now, this is my experience. I knew she was in the black sector. She didn't have a big following, but she was in the black sector. And then she was making videos of people over here in the B sector. And some of the people in the B sector were striking her, for playing their shit. And they was doing Hennywise the same way. Some people don't want you playing their shit. I understand. But I do like those reaction videos. I like those. But as far as somebody striking them, I have no control of that. But the B sector will strike your ass about they material. Okay? And I know her from the black sector. She was peeping around over here in the B sector, but she was actually in the black sector peeping around and doing little clips of some of the people over here, but they were striking the shit out of her. Okay? Wound up in the Mo 3 sector. Now I knew she was over there, but I didn't know the storyline on her. And this was when I was kind of in the clouds over in the Mo 3 sector because I stayed in the clouds a year before I actually dropped down in the sector, like typing in the chats and stuff and speaking and hitting panels. I stayed in the chat a long time before I hit anybody panel. So after I was hearing stuff, but it wasn't clicking with me. When I go to different lives, sometimes they would mention it, or either people in the chat would be talking amongst each other about her. Some shit that came out about her meeting up with the man, and then some shit came out about the pictures and all that kind of bullshit. Well, then she kind of cemented herself over here in the B sector. She ran from the Mo 3 sector to the B sector. I mean, where she wasn't moving. Okay? But some of the people from the Mo 3 sector would come to her lives. And when she get into it with people, then we would see DG, Duke, like ZX, different one that was strike against the person if they came into the chat or was on the panel. Now, I couldn't say for sure that she was inviting those people to her lives to be like bodyguards. I didn't know that. But I did notice that them come over there and would be fighting different people for her. When it really dawned on me that she was calling them to her live is when I did a live on her, when we got into it. And then, like I said, when she made her live, DG was wound up over there talking about me. And the same thing happened tonight. So if she do me like that, I know she been doing other like that. Okay, that's all I got to say about it. It is what it is, bitch. Bitch, please. You can thank ODS for getting drugged tonight, bitch. All that tragedy you going through and how upset you are. You could thank D Spot and Pizarro. Okay, that's why you having that trauma you having right now, where you having to come clean, where you are screaming at him, he's screaming at you, from live to live. You should have left this shit alone. And if they come out here with that bullshit again, asking me questions and somebody read it while I'm on the panel, same thing gonna happen again. But the next time it's gonna be worse, y'all. Cause see, this time is worse than the first time that I went live. Okay? But I didn't hit no panels and stuff. But I didn't hit the panel fucking with you tonight. Ho. Okay. Child. But they say she be slanging that money around in the sectors, trying to get good in with me. Duke has a woman for certain, but married, I don't. Yep, they say he got married. I heard this weeks ago that Duke had got married, and I've heard that several times over there in the Mo 3 sector. That's where I heard it at, was in the Mo 3 sector. Different people, like when I would go to different lives, they was discussing it, that he had got married. And I heard it several places, but I didn't think to go onto his page to see if there was anything up on the page concerning it. But the times that I have went to his page and seen him and a lady live, he seemed happy. That's all I can say, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did marry her, because they say he seemed to like her a whole lot. Yeah, I hope it work out. Now Eve said in the chat that DG is still creeping with YouTube cameras, but I believe that, because why would he come to her rescue to go against people? They shouldn't have it like that. He got a woman? Bitch, please. Bitch, you sneaky. Hey, OC girl. All this so crazy. Why is everybody so concerned about who food? Because I'm concerned because, bitch, anytime any bitch come at me, anything I know on you, I'm going to come right back at you. You trying to make me get embarrassed over the Mo 3 sector over something that you didn't have no concern with? That's between me and Kianola. I can't get the artillery I need to fight a man with. And you jump your ass in it. Anything I know, I'll drag you on it. And that go for any goddamn body. You're not going to make me look like no motherfucking fool when I know I'm not one. People said YouTube cameras, don't let me bring you know who over here to expose you. And what happened that night? Shut your mouth and keep on typing, child. Yeah, she thinks she's smarter than everybody. And she just a regular old smuggler woman that have desires that get out there and get her some. And her business get put out. I didn't put this shit out on her. She had this smoke before she dug in the beef sector. This smoke was out there. She quit coming over to the Mo 3 sector, hanging out, and she just had started sticking her head out over there until Eve got hold of her ass. Why they bringing Eve name up, OC girl? Her name was ringing over here in the beef sector. Trish brought her name up to me over there at Lemon. So Trish can ask me questions, and I'm study telling her I don't know. Ask Eve, and she study asking me shit, and she talking about Eve a drunk and other things. Why come Eve can't come in and regulate? Why Eve wrong for coming over here when she being discussed and called drunks and shit? Eve needed to come over here and regulate it. She needed to come over here and entertain this madness. You can't just say anything about people. Hey, Octavia. OC girl, YouTube camera threatened to expose him. DG called me and I told him YouTube cameras setting him up. Confessed to because message, wait a minute. To recent messages. Look, she was talking about exposing DG over some recent messages. That's what he said. I believe Eve. I believe Eve before I believe YouTube camera. Because YouTube camera said I was lying about her getting Donald Goins money. And then she had to come and say she didn't give. She did give it to him. I'm not lying. I refuse to look at any picture or video. You ain't got to. Ain't nobody telling you to look at them. And she said he folded too. Now we know YouTube camera folded. Eve said DG folded. What they got to do with me? They did this shit to themselves. They need to blame Trish for bringing Eve up in this shit. Trish brought Eve up to me. Live on the panel. Ain't that bold? Fuck that shit, Eve. I'm with Eve. I stand with Eve. Because Eve stand with me. I love this shit. LOL. I remember YouTube cameras was cash apping everyone in my sector. See there? And for not to get exposed. Yep. I believe she was paying Dick G not to expose her too. They took her money and still exposed her. Check. Yeah, Eve, you know him better than any of us do, because you was with him. You know, he was under your roof. You know him better than I'll ever know him. You know. She said she was going to The police for revenge porn. Honey, that's on her. First she was saying it wasn't her. She was saying it was IG. It was what that other name they say? Photoshop. She was saying it was Photoshop. Then she was saying it was that AI stuff. But what I seen, that wasn't no AI, honey. Okay, that was not no AI. What I seen was a live video, so it wasn't Photoshop. Y'all, that girl flew. I couldn't believe Captain put that up there on that screen, y'all. I mean, I passed out 11 times. And then I fled. I ran over the Broadways for shelter. forget YouTube cameras. Forget her. She getting what she deserved. She shouldn't have went and got DG to get on my head. All this stuff wouldn't have came out. Hey, straight balling. Straight balling, these motherfuckers are they crazy. Straight balling. I ain't supposed to say nothing. Straight balling. When a bitch over there done went live and dragging me. Bitch, bye. And then went and got some help. And this the second time DG done did that bullshitting. I've been fighting for my life, child. Bean Bobby, I've been fighting for my life, child. I ain't supposed to say nothing, though. I'm supposed to be a better person. Fuck that. I ain't no better person. No. Yep, I ain't no better person. I ain't gonna say I am. No. I'll tell Room Shaker what happened tomorrow, or if she come live again tonight. But I refuse to go over there when they was doing all that shit. When Trish, YouTube cameras, DG, Duke. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got nothing to talk to DG about because DG drugged me a couple of times tonight. What I want to go over there to talk to him for? I ain't got nothing to talk to him about. He didn't come to talk to me before he started dragging me. What is it? So I need to hit the pound so he can drag me to my face? Hey, fuck that shit. Nope. I am not going to do it. Hey, Gordo. Gordo, they trying to get me, child. Trying to fool me to go over there to Room Shakers when she was like, I wasn't going over there. I said, I ain't got nothing to talk to Duke about. I mean, DG. And I sure ain't got nothing to talk to Duke about. But I'm going to talk about it, though. I'm going to talk about it. Hey, Lulu. Child. These folks crazy, child. I ain't the better person. No. You're the bottom of the barrel, asshole. And Trish, what the hell are you doing in here? You can do what you want to do tomorrow, honey, bitch. I'm tearing you up tonight, bitch. You got your ass towed up by YouTube camera, your buddy. You got your ass towed up by DG, your buddy. And you got your ass towed up by Eve. She drugged you so bad, ho, you had to go take a shower and drink a pitcher of ice water. Girl. You the one that was up there saying Eve was an alcoholic and stuff. And saying Eve wasn't shit and all that kind of bullshit. Girl, you ain't gonna never live that down. Girl, you ain't gonna never live that ass whooping you got in the beef sector. Yeah, she limped over the lemons after DG got through with over there, Room Shaker. And YouTube cameras, I guess she was over there and whooped Trish ass. I don't know where YouTube cameras whooped her ass at, but DG got her ass over there. Room shaker. She came over to Lemons and told it. Then she had got towed up again over there in Room Shakers. And then she said it by DG, and she said she got on YouTube cameras. YouTube cameras tore her black ass up, y'all. That's what your ass get for jumping in my business. This one going against Paulette, which is beef sector, for these people that ain't from the beef sector. That's what you get when you're calling out these other sectors and asking all kind of questions. That's what you get. What you got tonight, Trish. And you still haven't learned your lesson because you're talking about dragging this old bitch tomorrow. But you know what, Trish? Eve called you all kind of old raggedy ass old bitches. All kind of broke bitches. Zero lightning. Ooh, child. Eve told your ass up, girl. You ain't gonna be able to live that down. I ain't gonna let you live it down. Trish, you gonna get enough of saying people lying. You see how Eve come over here and whoop your ass. You see how Donald Goins whoop your ass. You see how YouTube cameras whoop your ass. I ain't whooping your ass. I ain't got to. Like I told you over there, I ain't got to whoop you tonight. Ho. Hey, Daquan. Y'all, I ain't even got to fight her, child. Hey, Brown's beautiful world. Child, I ain't even got to fight her. She fighting for her life. She got her back against the wall and she windmilling. Girl, them windmilling didn't hurt. You got woke out, honey. She said, oh, I'm getting ready to go take a shower. Hey, Lexi. Girl, Trish got her ass. I don't know if you watched it, Daquan and Lexi. Child, Trish got her ass towed up over in the beef sector by the people from the Mo 3 sector, Eve and DG. She also got it kicked for YouTube cameras. Child. I didn't even have to lift a finger. I didn't have to lift a finger. Honey. Jumping up in shit. Hey, Lady Sparkles. Hey, baby. Child, she is pitiful. But like I said, I wasn't surprised that Trish did what she did tonight. She have done me like that before with Shakim. And I had been a supporter of Trish for years. Never did drag her about nothing or nothing. I told her what was happening to me out here concerning Shakim, and she chose Shakim over me. She cussed me out. It is what it is. And ever since then, I cussed her out and called her some bag of bitches, and I ain't fuck with Trish. So when she did that stunt over at Lemons tonight, and her and Shakim fell out after that, and he called her all out of her name, y'all. He called her all kind of bitches and hoes and that kind of stuff. Sluts and shit. And I say that's what you get. You play with a dog, they'll lick you in your mouth, ho. Hey, Dimple. Dimples was up there swinging with me. Okay. Sparkle, she was hitting a little bit, but not a whole bunch. But Lemon wanted to drop Dimples because Dimples was out here gang banging with me. Dimples was out there. She was gang banging with me, y'all. Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire. But like I said, I figured that him and YouTube camera was still in contact with each other because when she would get into it with different people, they would all pile up over there on her channel. And then when I got into it, that's when it really opened my eyes up. That bitch calls people over there to fight for her. And it was in stone tonight for my black ass, which I was thinking it when I drug her before and he drugged me. But it was in stone tonight for me because this kind of exploded. I'm so happy the shit came out tonight. I'm happy that DG went over there because they got into it. And most shit got put out here on the streets about her ass. Okay? Boss lady, you hear me? I've been fighting for my life, boss lady. No, I ain't. They been fighting each other, child. Lexi, you are dirty. You want to be white. What? And catch you a catfish. You don't even look good. People's in Lexi into a child. Hey, Sheffy. Sheffy. They have to get me, Sheffy. But I ain't going down without a fight. You can bet that. You can bet that with a baseball bat. I ain't going out without a fight. Trish jumped her ass in it. That's why she got her. That's why Eve brain busted her. 185. She had to take a shower after that ass kicking child and drink a pitcher of water. Water. She had to drink some water. Water. Lexi, stop trying to act black. Ooh, child, you want to be. Ooh, child. Hey, Big Red Diva. Child, you been to the club, child? Big Red Diva be partying, y'all. Yeah, these hoes can't be trusted, child. These folks can't be trusted. They turn on each other. DG was supposed to be in her knight in shining armor, and they wound up getting into it. They act the biggest damn fools, child. All kind of shit came out tonight. A bunch of test a line, a bunch of had to confess to shit that you say you didn't do, child. Child, trying to cut trying to cut me off at the path because I told you I know you done fooled somebody else, and now I know you done fooled somebody from the dirty sector. You raggedy hoe. Girl. And people said, you better shut the fuck up or else you're going to be exposed. Paulette talk about 88 sleeping with Chance last weekend and sleeping with the captain the next day. And you know they did it raw. Well, I'm going to tell you this here now. The captain said he had been over there. And he have also said that he had been in Texas. And 88 lived in Texas. And it also had came out like over a week ago that he had been knocking on her door while she was live saying, let me in. And I found out about that because I was not in her live. SD said it. And also SD said he seen him moving around in the background over at 88 when she was live, that he seen the captain in the background. I also heard out here in the YouTube spirit when they meet both 3 sector that she had put Chance out. Now, why, I don't know. And I don't know if he back in. But the captain said he had been to Texas. And like I said, people saying they heard him knocking on her door saying, let me in. And SD said he heard that. And he also seen him in the background. So he keeps saying he was there, but the captain said he was in Texas. He said out his own mouth. So, you know, and he had gave her some money like over in the weekend because she was getting her little girl hair braided. They child together, and the girl that was doing it, she was putting her badass style up there. And the captain told 88, "Don't show me no more. Don't show me until her hair get finished." So he paying, for her hair and stuff like that, which ain't that's what he's supposed to do. He a father, but it is what it is. They got a baby together, and some people that have kids with, they might not be with you, but they'll still lay up with you every once in a while. You know, I guess they have that kind of relationship. Maybe when he come to Texas and stuff and visit, that him and her, it's possible they could hook up. But as far as I know, he back in Seattle now. Now, one thing he was saying on one of his lives is that he was somewhere else at that time. I don't know where he was at, and he was saying, "I'm not in Texas, but you'd be surprised where I'm at." If he showed the background, but he did not show the background. So I don't know if he was somewhere else beside Texas and Seattle, but he made it seem like it. And I think he's back in Seattle now. You know. And another thing, when him and Wu was having their courtship over the phone, Wu was talking about moving to Seattle. That came out. She thought they was gonna hook up, be together, I guess. I'm glad she didn't make that decision to do that. Even though I know she's a crazy ass whore, she had enough sense not to do that. And I'm glad of that. Because Wu, she with Larry and she can go and come when she want to. And, she's safe in the house. When she be going live, we know she be at home a lot because she be live a lot. So I know she be in a comfortable place. She not like Gina roaming the streets all hours of the night. Now I'm gonna tell you this here what I seen Gina do. She's supposed to have been at work on this new job last week. Now we into another week, so now she's saying I think she go to work next week. I don't know why she lie like that. You ain't got to wait no long time to go on no job. Either they hire you. If they got to give you training, you'll go through your training. It ain't no 2 and 3 weeks in between the time. You go to your training, which is like a schedule going every day, for the time you in training. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks. She's not in training. She came on and said she wasn't at work because she had to do a drug test. Now she's saying that she ain't work because it's union and it's a lot of papers to be filled out. You fill the papers out when they tell you you're hired. All the paperwork you do. That's the first thing you do is your paperwork. But it's just lie after lie after lie. I don't believe nothing she said. I don't think that she's gonna go to work next week, just like she didn't go to work this week, and just like she didn't go to work last week. She was on live last night over at Mahalia. She was asking them to borrow money. She also was asking people to send her cash apps because she was going down on Fremont, which is where she be begging for marijuana, want to hit people's joint because you can smoke out, in the open in Vegas. You can also buy at the dispensary in Vegas. She be asking for people to hit their shit. She asks people to drink out of their drinks, and these are people that she walk up on. Just anybody. She bottom of the barrel. Like I say, her man don't care about her because what man would be laying up in the house and allow his woman that you supposed to care about to walk the streets all hours of the day, all hours of the night, begging. I've never seen that. I have seen that when women have to go out and make sure their man got a drink in the morning. But normally They don't do that at night. They do that like before it get dark. Um, she's really pitiful. The man is gone right now in California somewhere. He gonna be gone like to think a week. She's still doing the same bullshitting, going out at late at night and all throughout the day, parking in parking lots, and we know what that's for, the score. She harassed people. She picked up a stranger the other night. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and gave him a ride somewhere. I was so scared when she had that man in her car because I was saying if he do something to her, how you can help her? You can't. We could see some, like actually see her get offed. I don't want to see anything like that. I don't want her to be done like that. I don't want her to be dumped somewhere. But it's possible that could happen. You know, it is what it is. She can get mad at me when I say it, which I'm going to voice my opinion. Mahair then begs her, him and Broadway was beg her, do not go nowhere, stay in the house. I ain't going nowhere. But the next thing you know, she up on a panel, driving somewhere or walking. That's insane. Young girls don't even do that. I mean, just walking the street. She got a problem. She got a drug problem. And we seeing it more and more with her. She's stealing out of stores. We see she did that shit on live. I'm serious, right on live. She do a lot of shit on live. We see it. We see her people snatch her phone. The man snatched her phone last week and broke the screen. That was a couple of nights ago. The people over there don't want to see her on panels. They bow her down because they don't want to see her doing what she doing. They beg her to stay in the house, or you need to go home, stuff like that. And her man, he's not there right now. Like I say, he in California somewhere, and she is walking and driving throughout the streets of Vegas, begging, panhandling, and putting strangers in her car at 4 o'clock in the morning, giving them a ride. She asked him for it. And I don't want to see it. I'm glad when they buy her off the panel. Because see, she'll go to her live and make a live, and then she'll go other places that'll let her be on the panel. Broadway, he just throw off, just get rid of her when he don't want to, he be just disgusted with her. And then she went over to Mahaya's the other night, and she said that over at Nika's, that somebody was saying something about me over there, and I was saying, they don't never discuss me. They ain't never been talking like they saying about me. And she said put Big Lack name in it and my name. But then when I went to look for the live, Nika ain't got no live up on her membership. I looked on the regular wall. Then I looked on the membership to see if that was a live that I would not get to see because it's in membership. There was no live made that day. She just make up stuff. And now, since she's lying on me, I'm finna start lying on her. It is what it is. It is what it is, It's up and it's stuck because every time she jump on the panel, I'm the old this and I'm the old that, and my ussy dried on my, she don't know what I got between my legs. She ain't got a clue. I bet I use mine more than she used hers, and she got a nigga living in her house. I bet you when I have company, they don't refuse to come in my bedroom and crawl all over me in my bed. Her man be in the same house with her and he can't stand the sight of her. He stay on the other end of the house where he can't see her, hear her, or touch her. That man don't want her. They are still in the baby stage of their relationship. Anytime I'm in the baby stage in my relationship, my nigga be all over me. Even after the little courtship thing get over with, when you want to kiss and hug and all that, my nigga, he still gonna be up under me. But hers don't. He can't tolerate being on the same side of the house with you, plus letting you roam the streets at night, walk out the door. He knows she got a drug problem. He can't stand her. She turned his stomach. He living there because it's free. She be bumming all the time and got a man in there in her house. And you on YouTube begging and you begging strangers out here panhandling. Make it make sense. I think the man is there. This is what I feel. I think that him and his old lady, whoever the baby mama is, they probably fell out. Or another woman, if they fell out. And she just moved in with Gina. I don't think it's all. They didn't have that lovey-dovey stage. He immediately went to the other side of the house. I never seen anything like that. And you saying, your Nola man do this and your Nola man all that. That nigga didn't even have a car. And then we found out he really didn't have a job. What you need him for? What you need him in the house for to be on? What he good for? Fuck that. She was drunk driving one day last week. She was downtown going to bingo, and she was drunk as a skunk. She was begging and shit. Then later on, she left bingo and she got drunker. And she driving all wherever. And then, thank the Lord, she made it home and she slept for hours and hours. Well, the first thing she did when she woke up was hit the damn panel. Okay? And she looked like death boiled over, child. Her face just had failed. She was just like that kind of drunk. Just ugly drunk. And then she got in the car and started driving again, scoring again. Just insane. It's insane. It's insanity. People, why you watch her? Hell, she go to every panel I be on. I don't go to her channel. She on everybody's channel acting like this. Every panel you go, every live I go to, she on the panel. If they'll let her on the panel. If they don't let her on the panel, she's in the chat harassing people. She did a live the other night calling me and other ladies, ladies calling us out to fight. She don't want to fight nobody. Boss lady was in Vegas on vacation. She called her out. She had called her out months and months ago, and boss lady said, "I'm coming to Vegas," but she didn't say when. She went for like her birthday. And one of the things she did when she was in Vegas, meet me. You said you was going to whoop my ass. Gina wouldn't go. And the places she wanted her to go, the police station was across the street. Like I told her, honey, you call me out all you want to. If I come to Vegas, all I'm going to do is wait on you to come walk out that door to go to the store, which I know you're going to do over in the wee hours of the morning. All I got to do is sit on the side of the road in my car and bust you in your head when you walk by the car and turn the damn car on and keep going. Okay? I wouldn't call her or nothing like that. But she talk all that shit when she way across the world. Well, across the USA. She way on the other side of the USA. But baby, I done been to Vegas a bunch of times in my lifetime. And a lot of times it's spur of the moment. It's just, whoop. Decided to go to Vegas. I ain't working. I've done it before. She don't know what people, what, who all comes through Vegas that she harasses on YouTube. They don't have to tell her they coming to Vegas. But like I said, that's how I would do it. Just like I would do Shaquem. I told him that. All I got to do is wait on the side of the road for you to walk down the street because you ain't got no goddamn car. That's all I would have to do. And while he on the way to the store, just walk down the sidewalk and knock him out. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Can't be no plainer than that, Dimple. I told Dimples what to do because he's a paid whore. I told her put some money out the window. He'll get in that car. Okay. Well, you know, Lemon do handle you, Dimples. But Lemon, I think he kind of frightened of you because he's scared like you a P-bomb him or dox people on his channel. Now, that's the way I feel about it. I don't know if you will be able to ever get to back where you was with him. I don't know. But he did let you on the panel tonight, you know. I think you got up there a couple of times. Hell, I was so busy swinging, girl. When you came up there one time and was fighting with me up there, you know, we was gang banging. And Sparkle was into it with somebody else. You know, but it was a mess, y'all. It was a damn mess. You hear me? Well, honey, but I can't. Oh, Sparkles was dragging Castro. And me and Dimples, we was dragging. Was we dragging Trish? I can't remember how it was. Hell, I had to fight so many damn people. But honey, Dimples got up there and her gang banged with me until Lemon dropped her. Hey, Vic. But hell, Lemon know I can handle myself. But Dimples, girl, I knew you would come to my rescue. And Eve, honey, I knew you would come, child. Okay. Look nice. You hear me? Yeah. Honey, Dimples didn't give a damn. Dimples come up there and, honey, she went home and changed to a jogging suit and honey had her Vaseline on her, you know, her Vaseline on her face. And she got up there and gang banged with me. Eve just come in. She was because she know what nobody gonna hit her pretty face. She didn't put no Vaseline on. And she told Trish ass up. I never. The darker side of YouTube, the dirty sector of YouTube. Never saw her over there. I don't know. Because see, YouTube camera's been on YouTuber for years. Now I don't know how old your sector is. I don't know. Now let me ask you something. Okay, now where Ken go, where Sonny them at, is that the dirty sector or is that the street sector? Hey, Octavius. YouTube camera originated from conscious sector. And that's the way she got into the black sector. Well, a lot of people do come through the conscious sector and wind up in the black sector. And then some of them will wind up over here. And some of them winds up over in the Mo 3 sector. But as far as going to the other sectors beside the B sector and the Mo 3 sector, now what sector is Ant? Because he has a different crowd. Like some of the people I follow, when I go in their chats, it's different. You know, the people that's in the chat chatting, it be people I really don't see in some of these chats I go to. Trying to think of one I was in the other day, and it really wasn't a lot of people in it that I knew. What live was that? Because I don't catch all the lives of some of the people that I follow, but I do catch some. But it's hard to be watching those people that I really don't go to that much because I have to try to keep up with the B sector and the Mo3 sector. And I don't want to spare myself no thinner than what I am now. And that's why I really don't talk about other sectors because I don't want to talk about that over here. I just can't do anymore. Unless unless the Mo3 sector calm down and the B sector calm all the way back down, I don't see me being able to talk about people what's going on in these other sectors. I kind of know something, but I don't know it. It's not interesting enough for me. Some of these storylines on the different places I'm not interested in. I go in and speak to a few people, and then I go out. I try to stay in the live long enough for the person to get credit for me being there. On the people that I don't get to go to as much, I try to stay so many minutes, usually about 15, and then I hit the door just to let them know I came through. But I was in a live the other day, and I didn't hardly know none of them folks in the live. And they had good panels and stuff, but it was somewhere I didn't know them people. Now, hell, I could have been in the dirty sector or the street sector. I don't know. Because a lot of times, some of these people that I follow, I don't know what sectors I be in. And see, I used to ask, what sector am I in? But sometimes it would offend the people, that chat I'm in. If I ask, what sector am I in? Usually I get a negative reply. So I quit that a long time ago. I don't know if it's changed. But I think it's this lady named Vonnie that I follow. Not the Vonnie from that with Drip them. This is another lady. When I go to her lab, I don't be knowing them people. And I subscribe to people that's over there. And when I go to their lives, I would ask, where am I at? Because I wouldn't know nobody. And they would say smart shit, to me and stuff. And I say, oh, shit, I can't keep doing that. Oh, I ain't going to do that no more. A lot of these sectors don't want you asking where you at. But if you hit the panel and new to the sector, they're going to ask you where you from. And then I tell them where I'm from. And then I ask what sector I'm in. But like as far as just dropping in the chat and saying, where am I at? They don't like that at all. And I quit that shit years ago. That Bunny lady used to be in B sector, but she don't really do commentary on B sector. She be talking about stuff I don't know nothing about, like 2300 Jackson Street. I've been her follower for a long time, but the people she talk about, and she be dragging her ass off. I don't know none of them folks, y'all. I don't know none of them people she be talking about. But I still go over there. But the people that she talking about, I don't know that. I don't know them. And they've been fruiting for years. But I just don't know what sector that is, and I don't know. I don't know them people. I don't hear nothing about them except at her channel. That's the only place I hear of those people that she don't like them at all, and they don't like her, and they strike her and all that kind of bullshit. And they be gang, dude, they be banging, honey. And see, I don't know them folks she be talking about. And I've been following 2300 for a long time. And I don't know nothing about them people. And she be calling them all out their name. Well, she there, such and such. I say, I don't know none of these people you talking about. She said, you know this bitch and this and that. And I be saying, shit, I don't know nothing about these folks. But I do be over there to support her because she support me. Octavius, he be doing good laughs. If y'all not subscribed to him, subscribe to him. Hey, Diving Child. Lady Sparkles is a content creator. Dimples, y'all subscribe to them. Boss Lady is a content creator too. Subscribe to her. She is stern. I like her because she is stern. She don't take no shit. She not no jokes. Jokes and shit like that. Nah, you have to just be straight up with Boss Lady, cause Boss Lady is gonna be straight up with you, and she don't like no bullshit. She don't like to be played with. That's how I am. I don't like the. I don't want you playing with me. Leave me the hell alone. And Boss Lady don't take nothing out of nobody. That's what I like about her. Um, Subscribe to Boss Lady. Subscribe to Sparkles. I like Sparkles too. I go over there and hide out too. I be hiding out a lot of places. Sassy is a subscribe. As a content creator. Sassy give a great show whenever she go live, but she don't hardly go live, child. It'd be a treat. Like when she go live, it's a treat. And also, cause Kimmy, she's married or newlywed. She been married about a year or two, but she's doing the marriage thing. But when she go live, I go to her live. So she do good lives, but she don't come live a lot. And Sassy don't come live a lot. But when they do, they have good shows. So y'all need to subscribe to those too. I think that's all the people I've seen in here that's content creators. Hey TC. I got kicked out again. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if my live ended, but some kind of way I got kicked out. Mike Martin was originally Dirty Sector. He been around a long time. Okay. I like Mike Martin. And child. But the next time I come live, I will oh Ant from the Manosphere. Now okay, now I like Ant. But a lot of times when I go to Ant, it's people there I don't know them people a whole lot, you know? So that's why cause they from the Manosphere. Okay. I don't like the Manosphere, so I don't really go over there. But I didn't know Ant was Manosphere. Now it's probably some more people that I be going around that's from the Manosphere. Love my black people. Hey child. I don't know. You know, some of the people that I follow, I don't know where they I don't know have a clue. I just be thinking everybody from the Mo 3 sector and the B sector, but I know that's not right. And the black sector. But I don't really pry a whole lot, you know. Uh I try to figure out what the hell going on, you know? Or I'll ask somebody like Mahaya or Broadway, um, Eve, you know, different people like that I go to their lives a lot. That's who I feel comfortable asking questions. Yeah, Mike Martin, he ain't scary. He'll drag the hell out of you. And that's what I like about him. But then, like I said, I don't like and Peckerwood and stuff, you know, and get rid of him because he white and all that. I don't care for that. Hey, Black Pearl. Hey, Just Me. Yep, I be everywhere. You know, I'll be a little bit of here and a little bit of there. Hey, K Pick. I'm trying to make sure I speak to everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, the Captain, how you doing, child? Miss Paulette, that's a lie. Brandon hasn't been in Texas. It was a play. Okay. And SD lied to Brandon in Seattle. He sent the money to cash it. Okay. But I know he did get his daughter her fixed because 88 showed her head, but it wasn't finished. But what I seen, her hair was going to be the bomb, honey. Sure was. She's a cute little girl, too. Hey, SRT Ken. Hey, Kills. But yeah, um, hey, Petty Pendergrass. But yeah, I'll be someplace, honey. I don't even know where I'm at. I've been fighting for my life, child. Hey, two slew web. Yeah, I've been fighting for my life, child. I'm just lying, y'all. I just been out here acting up a little bit, kicking up a little dust, child. For me to be so old bitches and stuff, and dry ussy hoes, I got these little young bitches on their head, honey. Hey, April 55, April 55. They don't want to see me get some, child. Woo, child. They don't want me to see me get none, child. Because if I get some, that get me a piece of ass, I'm going to be, woo, child. Yeah. Yo, you hear me? If I get socket to, if I get socket to real good, I'm gonna lose my mind out here. Hey, big skinny jeans. Y'all, if I get me some, I'll be really off the chain, child. Dabbing. You hear me dabbing? I get me some. They be talking about I be liking all these young men. Woo, if I get hold of one of them, woo, child. Woo, child. Ain't no telling what I'll do. Since I'm such a dried up ass hoe, old hoe, sit my old ass down. I have a lot of haters out here. Why they hate me so bad? Why? Black Pearl? Why they hate me so much? The captain, I finally got in your Discord. I haven't been in there while you live in there, but some kind of way it wasn't letting me in, and I finally got in today. Okay, so whenever you go live, maybe I'll be there because I heard you say y'all be missing, and you know I want to see it, child. So I will be in attendance, hopefully on your next Discord, child. And it is what it is, child. Yeah, I subscribe. I subscribe to his Discord, and he's trying that what they call it, that O something. OIB. It's something like that. The army of Big Damone, he used it. Now the captain, if you do hear this live, that would be the person to ask if you having any problems or have any questions on the different things that you see on that new app that you on. He's the one to ask. He's the one that use it on every live. He be on YouTube. He be on everything on that app, and he don't pay like the monthly fee like you charge with StreamYard. The captain, you won't have to pay that no more. You need to contact Vic and all of that. But like I said, it's a free app, and plus you can get on any other apps like Big B on YouTube, and he do not pay that monthly fee. And then he always stressed that. So, Captain, since you are playing with that system to try to learn it, Vic is the person you need to talk to. He can help you with the stuff that you having a problem with right now, like the sound, echoing and stuff. That problem that you've been having, he'll help you solve that immediately because he used that app. And he, like I said, he be on YouTube on that app, and he do not pay no for none of the lives, the apps he be on. He don't pay no fee, a monthly fee for no StreamYard. He do all of that from his app, that old whatever. And then, like I said, he pulls up YouTube and other apps, games, all that kind of stuff. He can put all that up on that app. But I know you do pay a monthly fee for the get StreamYard and stuff. You will not have to pay that again, and it'll be good for you to talk to Vic. And the name of his channel is the Army of Vic Damone. Tomorrow, if you go live, I'll hit the panel and let you know about him. And if I happen to see Vic moving around the streets, I'll let him know that you have got on that system and you're having trouble with some things. So, either he'll get in touch with you or you need to get in touch with him because he's been on it for years. And he tried to get people to get on there, but they don't come. They don't attempt to go on that app. But I see you on it, Captain. And like I say, he's somebody that I know is skilled with that app. He can tell you all the shortcuts, honey. He can make your life very more easier. You ain't got to figure the shit out so much like you've been doing the last couple of days. And that's all I got for you, Captain. And like I said, I will hit your panel tomorrow if you go live and tell you about Vic. Um, and maybe save you a couple of dollars. Hey, Big Stacks. Stacks, are you the one that Gina don't like? Yeah, Vic been on that, whatever it is, he been on that site for years and years. and he do tell the people over in the B set, y'all need to get on this app. Y'all can pull up everything you need, and you ain't got to pay nothing. And to me, that's a win-win, because you can get on the other apps from there, like on Twitch, on YouTube, Discord. You can get on everything through that one app. You don't have to have all these different tabs and all of that. You can pull all them up on your screen and have that shit right there. So I could see it being a plus. And like I said, to me, that would be who to contact. Somebody that's really skilled on that system that you're trying to use right now. He can make your journey easier. That's all I know. I might try to get on that damn thing myself. Hell, what else? But it's got to be written in crayon and it's real big for me to understand the shit. Okay? Tell me the easiest way to get to where I need to go. Cause see, I don't know this StreamYard shit. I don't know this. I don't know how to do a whole bunch of stuff on here. And I really ain't trying to learn, so I'm not a good student. I really don't care that much about it, so it is what it is. Everybody's journey different on here. I could do a lot better, but I ain't got time for this shit. Okay. Now I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I've been on over 2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna wind down, get off this damn YouTube, and watch TV. Catch up on some of my shows. Relax my mind. Read a little bit because I'm reading a book also. A new series, and so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. I like what I'm reading. It's very interesting to me. I have also found an app because I am a reader, and so, not no like woo cards and all that kind. Not that kind of reader. I'm talking about a reader that actually like to read books. Okay. I For anybody that like to read out here, I found a new app that I go on, and you can get any book. If it's in their system, you can get it for free. You can read it. And see, what I'm doing now is over there on that app, and I'm getting books that I've wanted, but I'm getting them for free. I don't have to pay nothing for it. I can just pull it up, download it, and then go back to it. Um, and if it's any readers, whatever you like to read, I can, give you the app, and you can get on there. You ain't got to never buy no damn books no more. Okay, and books are very expensive. Um, the online books and the paperbacks are very expensive. Well, child, I don't have to do that shit no more. I have a couple of apps that give free books away, my kind of books, and it's wonderful. Because I was spending a lot of money on books. I don't spend money on books anymore. And I read a lot of books. So, um, if anybody in here that is a reader like I am, like my whole family, we are readers. My mom, she was a reader. She encouraged all of us to read, and that's what we do. We readers. Um, and it is what it is. And if anybody, you want the website, next time I'm alive, I can pull it up. Or either I can just tell you now what the website is. If it's any people that like to read like I do, I can tell you where to go, and you can get all the free books that you want, and you can download them and everything. I also have apps that like the movies that are on the cinemas right now. I just, I can pull them up on my computer, and on free sites. I got that information too. Um, that's about it. But the next time I go live, if you're interested in those sites, just ask me in the chat. I'm gonna before the next time I go live, I'm gonna save those sites into my notepad, and if anybody interested, I can drop them, throughout the live. If somebody want, free movie apps or free book apps. I can tell you where I go to get what I want. Okay. Um, when you get old, you ain't got a whole lot better to do than scroll and see what you can find. And on things that I like, I see if I can get it free on the internet. You know, and I've been having good luck. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. And if you don't mind, hit the like button if you haven't hit it. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Um, every subscription helps. And thank you for spending a little time with me tonight, child. And I'm getting ready to get out of here and, like I say, read a little bit, watch some shows, and catch up on what's been going on, child. Ooh, child. I've been having the ball, y'all, fighting out here in the goddamn streets. I've been getting my life. You hear me? Ooh, child. Now, I ain't got no team like a lot of these people got, but it's some of these folks, they kind of like me a little bit, okay? And they don't appreciate you effing with me all the time, okay? But I don't be telling nobody that I'm being bullied. I don't be telling them that I'm being picked on. I just keep my mouth shut until all hell break loose like it did tonight. Anybody that have a problem with me, if you see me on the panel, bring your coward bitch ass up there and let's rumble. And that go for anybody out here in YouTube sphere. Okay? Now, ooh, child, honey. I was fighting over there at Lemons. You hear me? Eve was fighting over there at Lemons. Eve made lives, child, dragging. DG made lives, dragging me. And he was over there at YouTube cameras dragging me, and I love it. Okay. That's how you get your name ringing out there in these streets. Okay. And I love this shit. Okay. Y'all don't worry about me when I'm up there fighting. Hey, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't hit no panel. Okay. I like to fight. So when them little young whippersnappers come at me and I have to cuss them out real, real bad, just look over me, okay? Now, if y'all like my conversation, hit my Cash App, okay? And I'm getting ready to rock and roll up out of here. I'm finna ease on down the road, okay? Ooh, child. Maybe this shit over. Maybe this shit ain't over. Maybe we have to take this shit further. Ooh, child. I hope y'all don't jump in this shit, okay? Just step back and look. Because I got people in my corner. And if you want to get in my corner, subscribe to me. Say hi to the old girl when you see me out there on the street. Okay? You ain't got to jump in it. I just want your support watching me. Wherever I'm at out there, okay? Now, on my community wall, I do have different lives that I be going to. I try to constantly update that as I move around on YouTube. You're more than welcome to look on there. You might see somebody you like over there, okay? Ooh, child. I'll see you next time. Bye.